So hi, this is day 8 of covering our indie hacking journey. Uh, let's cover a case, uh, uh, new case study. Uh, I think we'll be focusing more on AI. Um, for okay, this looks interesting. Building a product in 48 hours and hitting 30K MRR as a non-technical founder. That's crazy. Let's see what it is. This is by James Fleischman, obviously the creator of this indie hackers, and this is written just 1 month before. So I guess this is very fresh. The company name is Launchfast. Founder is Hassam Bhatti, and revenue is 30K MRR. MRR. Okay, let's go through it. It's kind of long, but yeah, it will be worth it. Okay, let's go through it. Hassam Bhatti is a non-technical founder who built a product in 48 hours and hit 10K MRR in 30 days. A few months later, Launchfast is at 30K MRR. So what is Launchfast? So basically the Amazon seller operating system for better product decisions. What is it kind of machine learning? Find markets, validate products, compare suppliers, build listings, track rankings, and give your AI agent the seller data behind every launch. So how it works, new sellers, growing brands and agencies turning product research into repeatable launches. Okay, let's go through it, what it is. Uh, Run the numbers, build your URLs and launch it with confidence. No prompt required. What it is actually, start with product research, upgrade when you need more reports, supplier quotas. No, what it actually is. The Amazon Seller operating system for better product decisions. Find markets, validate products, compare suppliers, build listings, track rankings, and give your AI agent the seller data behind every launch. Hmm. Okay, let's go through it. Building a SaaS in 48 hours. I worked a corporate job and ran two Amazon brands on the side when I found Cursor on Twitter. No CS degree, never wrote a line of code. I would tried building products before AI video tools, job automation apps, 10 or 12 of them, none made it to production because I was building for audiences I did not belong to. Amazon was different. I spent 20 to 30 hours researching every product idea, copy pasting data into Google Sheets. I was frustrated and I knew exactly what was broken, so I built the tool I needed. Distribution was the harder problem. Zero audience means zero customers, but I would bought a coaching program called Legacy X 2 years earlier and it had thousands of active sailors already looking for tools. I pitched them, give me 48 hours to build the solution. If you like it, we partner, no strings attached. I built it, they called the next morning and told me to quit my job. Oh my god, that's crazy. Day 30 launch first hit 10K MRR, day 60 17 to 18K. By day 90 we were at 21K, all paying users, a Chrome extension with 330 active users and a product built entirely in cursor by a guy who still can't read a stack trace without AI help. That was months ago. We are at 30K MRR now. We have been improving the core research engine and we just shipped our MCP, one of the first all-in-one agentic tools for Amazon sellers. It lets them research products, manage their catalogs, and optimize ads through AI without bouncing between five different tools. That's landed well. I have also started taking on contracts, helping other founders build their products A to Z and running enterprise workshops on cloud code and agentic workflows. Turn out non-technical founder build SaaS in 48 hours opens a lot of doors. Building under a self-imposed deadline. I built the initial product under a self-imposed deadline, the one that I told Legacy X. Give me 48 hours. I didn't say that because I was confident. I said it because I needed a forcing function and I would keep planning instead of shipping. The first 4 hours I did not touch cursor at all. I mapped their existing workflows, SOPs, and the data they were already using with students. I needed to understand their processes before building something that fit. That became the foundation of MVP. I spent 5 hours, 5 hours through 12 in cursor building the code features. It did not need to be perfect, it needed to be functional enough that someone could see what it would become. I spent hours 13 through 20 testing and iterating. I focused on the UI during hours 21 through 30, which a lot of first time builders skip. Okay, I would learn from running Amazon brands that branding is everything. If it looks unfinished, people assume it is. I spent hours 32 to 40 on case testing, ensuring nothing broke under real use. For the final stage, I recorded the demo video and sent it over. That was the pitch. Okay, this is it. In 48 hours, he made it, changing the stack. The stack was cursor for the build, Versal for hosting, Supabase for the database, and Auth. Recent for onboarding emails, Apify for data and aggregation, TypeScript and Next.js throughout. The whole thing cost almost nothing to run until it started making money. That's not the stack anymore. We have moved a lot of infrastructure to Cloudflare and built our own crawlers and data layer engine from scratch. Apify did its job at the MVP stage. It let me move fast without building data infrastructure from scratch. Once we know, Once we knew the product worked, we needed more control over how data flows through the system. Building our own was the right call. For the build workflow, I have been running Superset as my terminal manager using both Codex and Claude Code depending on the task. Having both in the same environment has changed how fast we ship. Core frontend is still Next.js and React. That has not changed. I don't see a reason to change it. The stack is well documented, AI friendly, and agents work well with it. Partners, Partnerships, education, and apps. The business model is subscription based. Legacy X coaching customers have their own plan, and we have public usage tiers at 49, 89, and $199 a month. All paying customers no fee for free tier. The first users did not come from marketing, they came from a partnership. Legacy X had thousands of active Amazon sellers already looking for better tools. I traded equity for access to that distribution. Day one, we had real customers. That's not a replicable hack for every founder, but it solved the hardest problem as quickly as possible. From there, we had to build our own acquisition engine. Education became the core of it. We run weekly sessions teaching new sailors how to use the software, but also how to think about the Amazon business more broadly. People who feel you teach them tend to stay with you. That retention feeds the word of mouth, which feeds new signups inside seller communities where trust travels fast. On the content side, techni- technical blog posts have built up Google traffic steadily over time. We also build free tools as a top of funnel play for sailors who are early in their journey and not ready to pay yet. Meta ads handle a portion of paid acquisition. We are also building out social this year, both through original content and agentic outbound on Reddit and LinkedIn. The real growth driver, though, is product quality. Every time the core research engine improves meaningfully, we see it in referrals and retention. Sellers talk to each other constantly. If your tool does what it says it does, that community does a lot of the selling for you. Start with systems, not tasks. The biggest challenge was something I did not recognize as a problem until we were deep into it. I treated everything as a task instead of a system. Early on, that's fine. You move fast, ship every day, and put out fires. Task mode works when the product is small and you can hold all of it in your head. But as a founder, you cover tech, marketing, support, everything simultaneously. At some point, what got you to 10K MRR becomes the ceiling that keeps you from getting to 50K. Moving toward agents, forced me to see it when you start building agentic workflows. You realize the architecture you should have built from day one: observability, pipelines, automated bug detection, and systems that flag and address issues without needing you in the loop. I built all of that reactively as problems surfaced instead of building it into the foundation. If I started over, I would set up those pipelines before they were urgent. As a founder, the goal isn't to be the best at solving problems is to build systems that solve problems without your constant input. The product will get better even when you're not working on it. That's what I would do differently and focus on building that now. Focus on domain and distribution. Hmm. Three piece of advice I would tell anyone starting out. First, build where you already have domain knowledge, not where you think there is an opportunity, not where you read that the market is big. Build for a problem you have personally experienced. I felt 10 or 12 times before launch first because I was building in spaces I did not belong to. The one that worked was where I was the user. You probably have years of experience in something most developers don't. That knowledge is the product. Second, solve the distribution problem before worrying about everything else. The biggest mistake I see first time builders make is assuming a great product will find its audience. It won't. Find someone who already has your target customers and figure out how to get in front of them. It might cost you equity, it might cost you a revenue share. Paying 50% of something real is better than 100% of something shipped. Third, using a forcing function to ship. When I built the launch first fast MVP, I gave myself 48 hours and a demo to a potential partner. I did not have a perfect product. I had something functional enough to show what it could become. The discipline of a real deadline with a real recipient changed everything. Set yours before you feel ready. The tools exist to build without a CS degree. The knowledge to build something people need already exists in your head. The only thing standing between you and shipping is the decision to stop planning and start. What's next? Launch first is the goal, and growing is the priority. We are nowhere near the ceiling on what the product can do for Amazon sellers, and the agentic layer we are building is still early. I want to keep inventing new primitives specifically for this space, tools and workflows that sellers can't get anywhere else. The research engine is one piece. There's a lot more to build outside of that. I'm genuinely interested in becoming a better agentic developer for its own sake. I constantly build random ideas. Most won't turn into businesses, and I'm fine with that. The reps matter. Every project teaches me how agents behave in production versus how they behave in demos, and that gap is where the interesting problems live. The workshops and consulting work are becoming their own thing worth developing. Enterprise teams currently have a real demand to understand how to build with cloud code and agentic workflows, but lack internal product level expertise. By embedding myself as a forward deployed AI consultant with those teams, I stay close to the hard problem, not just the theoretical ones. Overall, I just want to keep building, launch fast, side projects, client work. My goal is to improve all of it simultaneously. Follow along. You can find the product at this. If you sell on Amazon or are thinking about it, that's the place to start. Amazon. For development insights, I share what I'm working on and learning in real time on X. There you'll find most of the agentic development content and random project updates. To get in touch about consulting or enterprise workshops, visit my personal site. Internet raised. Nice. Hmm. This is it. This is also nice. Hmm. So this is it. I mean, the guy who is earning very much. This is the account which it looks like. I mean, he's doing well. Not necessarily very well, but yes, his product is doing very well. And yeah, okay. Hmm. AI engineer. He's an AI engineer. Is it? Let's see the details. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. What stood out to me most here is that the 48 hours isn't really the whole story. Exactly. The deeper lesson is that this worked because you had domain knowledge in the depth. Yes, a real distribution part and a forcing function tools actually shift. I think a lot of people will focus on the speed, but the bigger advantage seems to be that you were solving a problem you genuinely understood. So these are the comments of critics. Uh, also the point about treating things as systems instead of tasks is a really strong one. That feels like one of those lessons people only fully understand after some traction. Curious looking back, was the partnership with Legacy X the single best inflection point, or did product quality start to matter just as much once the first users came in? Okay, oh my god. What do I already know deeply? Okay, so what they're discussing is focus on something which you know already. You don't have to know something which you don't know. I think the real take speed helps, but solving a problem you deeply understood mattered more. I'm curious whether the legacy of partnership remains the biggest growth driver or if product quality. Hmm. Through TikTok, when I stumbled upon a broker that seemed too good to be true. The scammers claimed they were offering full investment for Bitcoin investors, allowing individuals to choose from various packages to invest. They provided videos of their exposures, impressive profit and loss, screenshots showcasing their success, and enticing me to join. Their polished presentation made it easy to believe that I was on the brink of significant earnings. Eager to replicate their success, I invested. Oh my god, this much of money convinced that I was making a smart financial decision. It did not take long for the reality to set when I tried to reach the broker for global communication slowed down by my run. Hmm. The irony is that everyone has real pain points and genuine expertise. We have just become so numb to our own frustrations that we stop noticing them. Taking the time to sit with your own problems and think deeply about what truly bothers you in your daily life or work is way more valuable than any market research report. Your other 2 points hit just as hard. Stop waiting for users to magically find you and set real deadlines to force yourself into action. Both are things I know I need to do better. Thanks for sharing this so honestly. Okay. Hmm. Oh my god, people have written so long. Melbourne, Australia. Hmm. So this is one of the good case studies where the main focus is to focus on something you have expertise already on. Like this guy had two major things. First, he had idea what he wants to build, and he has also knowledge, a deep knowledge in like Amazon. To be how to be a good Amazon seller, he had that idea very well. And secondly, he also knew how to what channel to use for distribution, because two things are major important are of major importance. One, the idea, actual idea, the pain point which you are already going through and you know about the topic. Second one, uh, you know how to distribute, how to create distribution channel, how to uh, work make money out of your product, or you can say how to make your product work to the and solve same pain points which you are going through. Yeah, this is it. And okay, let's go through. Okay, as I decided previously, I will go through uh, this acquire.com once. It is not it is not it is not a sponsored video, but I would like to go to this website because this is a site where you can buy or sell online businesses. So I thought I should share this. So if you want to sell, you can list or whatever. If you're a buyer, here you can go. Yeah, pricing, uh, buyer membership, motivated to sell, detailed financial customer traffic metrics, integrated AI, okay, access to acquire academy. So this is very to the point website, and I guess I have already uh, completed about the Aquance.com's founders case study, or if not, then we'll obviously cover it one day. So this is a good website. I think the viewers should check. This is for the day. This is for the day, and hope you liked it. Do subscribe, like, and if you like anything about the video, just comment it down. That's it for the day. Thank you.